every figure. Updates making feast. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP. We're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Stay in culture, let's make some more. Cat that's corner, told you color. All the baddies is a lady, pull up, he's a lady. Killer, you may also know him as that. Chatting with cash on the back end, how it's gonna add up, change it like a cat. Gotta say I'm glad I was in the February, like an OG status and I'm still up on the path. Cooking over gas, started the expansion. Looking like a blast man, it's fun to be a cat. If you ain't one yet, you should stick around for that. When my name turned red, I felt the first passion. I just go get it moving on, making do some music and the cats like it's a groove. Truly, cats looking like they live a movie. Life getting changed, that's how he said he do. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every figure. Updates making feast. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP. We're preaching PvP. If you want COC, wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every figure. Updates making feast. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP. We're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Stay in culture, let's make some more. Cat that's corner, told you color. All the baddies is a lady, pull up, he's a lady. Killer, you may also know him as that. Chatting with cash on the back end, how it's gonna add up, change it like a cat. Gotta say I'm glad I was in the February, like an OG status and I'm still up on the path. Cooking over gas, started the expansion. Looking like a blast man, it's fun to be a cat. If you ain't one yet, you should stick around for that. When my name turned red, I felt the first passion. I just go get it moving on, making do some music and the cats like it's a groove. Truly, cats looking like they live a movie. Life getting changed, that's how he said he do. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every figure. Updates making feast. Roof raise, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it. This is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The cat that's spitting facts got the Catholic culture on the map. There ain't no PvP. We're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show me.
Oh, what's going on, party people? How you living? How you been? It's been a little bit since we went away, but we're back again now. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a banger call. I'm just gonna tell you that as a fact right now. Not only do we have the big homie Connor from the Humidify team over here, not only do we have some updates on the wet allocations and the wet token sale, not only do we have the one and only, the Chad man himself, Aaron CQL, in the building. Not only do we have the big homie, Ali Cat, in the building to talk about Catlumpurr, but we're also doing a brand new section, or the third edition of Alpha Drops, which I'm terrified of. I'm very afraid of doing that section, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love you guys. And we have an update on February 2026 and much more. That's not even everything that we're doing today. Oh my God. So with all that said, we got a bunch of stuff to run through. What's on my wrist? I was over at the Solana Economic Zone. Shout out to Super Team UAE, and they gave me this. Also, major shout out to the homies over at Goatfish. They gave me this little thing for my kid. Let me just tell you, you could give me thousands of dollars a token. I would say, fuck you. You give me like a $20 gift for my kid, I'll love you forever. That's just a fact. So shout out to Goatfish, Prado, and all the boys over there. With that said, give the stream a little like, give it a little retweet. I can promise you this. People are going to want to know what we're talking about today. The vibes are going to be on top. But before we get going, you know what we must do. Legally obligated. The unofficial Cat theme song. Let's go. That is right. We are back, and you cannot see me, but you can hear me, and that's all that really counts. There I am. I'm back again. We are back with another Planetary call. If it is, shout out to the intern for the belated happy birthday. I do appreciate it. I am, in fact, an old man, and it's great to be here with you all. My name is Cash Donda. I am the cat herder over here at Jupiter. I am caught off guard, but happy with the little happy birthday hat. So I do appreciate it. Unk status for sure. At this point, I'm too old. My first time being this old. And let me tell you, it sucks. It's way better. All right. With that said, happy birthday. Already 60 years old. That's a fact as well. Listen, if you're new around here, welcome. What took you so long? It's good to have you here now. This Planetary call happens every 2 weeks, and the goal is very simple. A lot happens in the Jupiverse because nobody ships like Jupiter. And so we do this call every 2 weeks to bring a little spotlight to the people, the products, the partners that make the Jupiverse so great. This is not a time to talk about token price. This is a time to talk about everything else well and beyond. And today, I don't know if people know what a corker is, but we have a corker of a call for you today. We got this fortnight in the Jupiverse, making me feel like Paul Revere out here. Then we're going to do a little spotlight on the Jupiter wallet because it keeps on getting better and not enough people are using it. Then we have Jupiter DTF and Wet with the Humidify team here as well to talk a little bit about that. The Wet list presale, I think, starts in like 4 hours or so. We'll confirm that time. Stay tuned. We'll confirm that time. And we have updates to the allocations. Good news. Stakers are going to be happy. Then we're going to do the segment called Alpha Drop, where I risk going to prison to give you some alpha on some strategies that you might use across different Jupiter products before we end up with the Catlumpurr update with the big homie Alley Cat here in the building. It's going to be a great one. I can promise you that. Kind Chiron is already putting in a bid on the time at 5 hours and 20 minutes. Let's see. Spiritual, how did I celebrate? I was with my family. It was lovely. I was in America. It was a very nice time. We went to, actually, here's a fun fact. We went out to dinner in DC where I have some family members. And who did we see in the lobby? None other than the other Cash. Some would say the second Cash. Cash Patel was there, which was something. Anyway, so back to it. Thank you again for all the happy birthday wishes. But this call is not about me. This call is about the Jupiverse. So let's talk about what's going on over here. Brother, someone called me dry in the chat. Blasphemous. You know I stay wet at all times. All right, let's get into it here. This fortnight in the Jupiverse, here's everything you might have missed in the last 2 weeks. A lot of stuff has been going on. First off, phase 2 of the Fresh Start concluded. We burned 134.5 million jupe from the litter box and reduced the unstaking window from 30 days down to 7 days. Thank you to all the token holders who gave us their feedback and made it clear how much they cared about the project. This is directly as a result of their feedback. And shout out to the Jupe DAO, which voted 86% in favor of these changes, which has been pretty exceptional. Keep in mind, the litter box is still accumulating. I think it's already accumulated another like 14 million or so jupe since the burn happened. That next vote is going to be deciding what we do with those ongoing revenue buybacks. That's going to happen after Breakpoint, folks. I'm just going to tell you right now, there's too much stuff cooking for Breakpoint right now. We don't have time, energy, ability, bandwidth to actually push on that front. So give us until after Breakpoint, and then we're going to have that conversation properly. But we see all the ideas that are still coming through, and that much we do appreciate. The next up here, wet. I talked to the weatherman, and he called for rain. It's going to be wet today. Launching on Jupiter DTF. Here's the thing that you need to know. The first leg of the pre-sale is today, but that does not mean the token actually is trading live. Make sure to not trade any token unless it's verified on Jupe. I'm sure there'll be plenty of scam tokens today, so do be careful. Hello, Insidey. We're going to talk more to Connor from the team in a little bit. The man is just delightful. I think you guys are going to like him a lot if you don't already know him. In other news, in internet capital markets news, Solana hosted Monad trading ahead of the centralized exchanges in just the first 24 hours. Monad was the most traded token on Solana outside of Sol, of course, and twice as popular on Solana as it was on Hyperliquid. This is a big deal. right, folks? Because this is a non-native asset being bridged over to Solana, and then this is where the actual trading is taking place. This is why we say just use Solana, just use Jupiter. Tons of this volume is happening here. Shout out to Wormhole, Sunrise, my guy Saeed, the Monad team, and everybody else who came in there. Over here, we then have another win around Jupiter Lend, which is now the most liquid venue to borrow USDC on Solana. $513 million supplied. Pretty incredible. More than 400 million of that's already borrowed out, but there's still another 100 million of that you can get your hands on. Lend keeps on winning. And speaking of Lend, Refinance is now live on Jupiter Lend. Now, you might have seen there was a little bit of drama on the side that I won't go into on this call right here. But Refinance is actually, little known fact, the #1 most requested feature on Jupiter Lend. Even more so than P&L, actually. People wanting to move positions. So what Refinance allows you to do is move a position from another borrow lend protocol onto Jupiter Lend. Doing that natively, it takes time, it takes a bunch of clicks, which is annoying, but critically, it also eats some slippage, especially at size. And so what you see is a bunch of people trapped in these negative APY loops. And if they try to get out of it, they're going to eat a bunch of slippage, and then they might eat more slippage when they try to recreate it elsewhere. And so that's why Refinance exists. It makes it easier to switch, and you don't have any slippage, and obviously we charge no fees on it. So it's a really nice, simple way to move positions over. We are working. Lend me that chest air cash, says the squig man. The lettuce has got to be buttoned up. I forgot I'm in public. I should get proper for that. But Refinance, killer feature, massive engineering feed. Big shout out to Prati, Thrill Oak, the Fluid team in general, Aditya, and many others for making this one happen. It took a long time coming. But it makes life much easier and is quite great. And I encourage people to check it out. I think this is the last one on Lend. A lot of good stuff has happened on Lend lately. I can't deny. Transparency page now live on Lend as well. You can see every audit, every oracle, every multi-sig, and soon the code base itself. We are open sourcing the code base in the next few weeks, folks. So get ready for that. All of that's going to be there on the transparency page because we know that trust matters. We're not open source yet. We will be open source very soon, and then we'll be in a very comfortable position on that. Actually, sorry, there is another one about Jupiter Lend. God, the hits keep coming. More value against your JLP. We increased the LTVs, that's the loan to value, so now you can borrow up to 85% of the value of your JLP, and you won't get partially liquidated until you're above 90% now, which is quite great. So you can borrow more with lesser risk, backed by JLP. One of the most trusted assets in DeFi, $1.7 billion asset, something crazy like that. Love to see it. Okay, I want to just point out, I did not make these slides. People know I'm a Jupiter Lend maxi, but this is not me. But shout out to the intern who also loves Jupiter Lend. MSOL now live on Jupiter Lend, up to 23% APY if you multiply it up all the way, which is pretty great to see. The big one that we're going to talk about in a little bit, the walled extension got even better. We'll take a look at that in a little second. And prediction markets got way better. 80 new markets, plus a bunch of improvements. You now have a real-time feed with live trades. Super fun just to sit there and watch what people are actually betting on. You can now see your P&L along with your win rates as well. You can filter the markets by volume and many other things. And we even have the starting dates for sports filters added in there. So this is one of those products that, we launched very quickly. And now we just have to keep iterating on it, as is the Jupiter way. Shout out to Julian, KK, and the rest of the team for doing exactly that. The biggest and best prediction market on Solana, going to be the biggest and best prediction market in the universe on a long enough time horizon, obviously. Here's a fun one. Jupe is coming to Coinbase. Shout out to the Coinbase gang. They announced that they're going to be listing Jupe soon. That one we're obviously very excited about and have been working on for quite some time, but it's great to get there already. For all the stuff we might say about centralized exchanges, I got to respect Coinbase. They do things the right way. They push the entire space forward, and we're excited to be listed over there as well. You can also now, yes, we already have told them the ticker is Jupe and not Jupiter, Kind Chiron. Thank you for thank you for that. The next thing here is you can sign up for Catlumpurr right now, and apply for a subsidy as well if you'd like. Join us there January 31st and Feb 1st. If you're not already excited about it, you should be. Hundreds of people, if not maybe close to 1,000 people have already applied. I think there's like 600 or 700 signups on the Luma already, and it's just getting started. So more things happening there. We'll talk more about that towards the very end. But a loyal salute to Alicat, AG, Sin Yi, Tony, Ben Liu, Dianis, and everybody else who's putting in work on this side. Srijani as well, of course. And then one important PSA, this probably affects like 1% of people watching this call, but we got to make sure people know the Lite API will be deprecated on the 31st of December. We're sunsetting the Lite API so that you can have a more reliable experience. You can use the Ultra Mode API and many other things. dev.drup.ag to help you migrate. So if you want to make a big note on that. Please, Ali, approve the subsidy. Cash, tell him, please. DJ Sims, subsidy approved. Let's go. DJ Sims, you've been one of the most loyal and active people out in this game for quite some time right now. So if it's not, just shoot me a little DM. We'll figure that out. Okay. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to say before we get to hear from Aaron CQL, the builder of Jupiter Wallet, the best wallet out there, before we talk to Connor, builder of the best prop AMM in the known universe, before we talk to Alicat, the best human in the known universe. There's one other thing I wanted to say real quick, which was on January 2026. So we talked about this, I think 2 weeks ago. Meow and I think it was 2 weeks ago. We talked about this, revealed our tentative plans, got a bunch of feedback, and is our way, and as is our way. Took that feedback into consideration. Wanted to let you know that we've updated our thinking a little bit on January 2026, specifically for stakers. So what we are doing in January 2026 now is we are increasing the stakers allocation to 60 million Jupe. This we feel like is the most fair thing. January 2025, 15% of the overall amount that was given out went to stakers. We're going to match that again this time. So again, it's going to be 15%, the same as it was in 2025. So it's 60 million in total now for Jupe stakers coming in January. 30 million up front, 30 million in that bonus pool. So now there's a bigger bonus pool as well for stakers who actually end up staking for the full 12 months. How do we feel about that? People seem to like that. That is good. Yariter, don't worry. We're going to talk about the whitelist in just a little bit, but just wanted to make this known. We appreciate all the feedback. We hear the feedback. We know that stakers care. We love our stakers as well. So we're increasing to the same level that it was at last year, keeping parity from year to year on the stakers allocation, 60 million Jupe going to stakers. Now, this is, of course, in addition to ASR, which stakers have been getting all year, access to exclusive pre-sales, and airdrops, Met, Huma, Rect, now Wet. And of course, in addition to the governance power, which actually gives you the power to help control what happens with the Jupe DAO and the treasury therein. So in addition to all of that, we have this nice little extra cherry on top for folks. So there you go. People are excited in the chat, which is good to see. Net PC Tamil said, why Jupe price down? I can tell Net PC Camel was not here for the first few slides where we say we don't talk about the token price over here. Okay, cherry on top would be Jupe at $2. Yeah, okay, that's the one thing I will agree on, the token price thing. All right, that's it. Stakers allocation increasing to 60 million for January 2026. Increasing based on people's feedback, same amount as we had in 2025. There we go. Okay, that is it for the wins of the fortnight. With that said, let's go over into the product spotlight. We're going to bring up the one, the only. Let me do a little bit of light glazing. This ain't Krispy Kreme, but we know how to glaze over here. And the man who's about to come up next, I don't think he knows what glazing means based on his expression right now as I look at him behind the scenes. Glazing, yep, he definitely does not. Glazing is a term to compliment to someone. I think Connor can correct me if I'm wrong when he comes on. But basically, the guy who's up next, he runs a lot of the tech stuff all across Spot, across routing, across many different areas. And then in his free time, he built Jupiter Wallet basically by himself. There are entire teams of 20 to 50 people that's all they do. And this man is such a Chad, he did it mostly on his own with a little bit of help from the team, of course. But it's pretty great. I'm going to need folks to give me a little JM in the chat for the big homie, Aaron CQL. Aaron, how you doing, my guy?
I'm great, man. I'm wet. Very wet.
There you go. Look at you. Look at you. Did you know what glazing is? Do you know what that means?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I was smiling because I was waiting for what you were going to say.
Okay. Well, it is great to have you here. The folks are excited to see you, of course, as always. We'll do a quick one because I know it's a late at night. But the Jupiter Wallet, people know Jupiter Mobile. I think most people know that we have Jupiter Desktop Wallet as well. And you have been steady shipping some quality of life improvements that I think that people need to know about. So tell us, what has been going on with the Jupiter Wallet lately?
Yeah, I mean, before I go on with this, I think we have to convince the people, on this stream to start using Jupiter Wallet. So if they refuse to download it, I will refuse to talk about it.
I'm pointing at you right there. Go download.
Everybody, download it now. Download it now.
It is genuinely the best wallet. I know I say that about a lot of Jupiter stuff, but this one, I mean it very genuinely. It is actually so good. And now it's gotten even better with the result of some of these changes.
And if it's not good, you know who to scream at. That's me. You have my it's just mine. That's literally my Twitter handle right there.
So please do yell at him. He is very responsive to it. God bless him. So you've been, I don't know where you find the time, but again, that's a separate thing. Talk to the people a little bit. What have you been shipping recently on the Jupiter wallet?
Yeah, so let's go through one by one. Address book. I think lots of folks ask for this. Apparently, people forget their addresses. But yeah, it's literally allow you to save your addresses. Addresses that you have sent to, you're able to send to them again. The next one is about tokens value filter. So this one is a tricky one because I think lots of folks on Solana, they somehow receive scam tokens. So this is in fact a way for us to hide the scam tokens on the UI. But there is an alpha. We have a real solution that we're actually working on. That's on the next slide. I will leave that for later.
Oh, look at this guy! Look at this guy doing content and teasers all of a sudden. Not bad, brother.
I'm learning from the best.
Learning from the most annoying, that's for sure. Anyway, keep going.
All right, and then Block Explorer settings. So Op Explorer, there's a new boy in town. I think we're using that as the default right now, but you're free to change that. We have SoulScan, we have Solana Explorer, so do whatever you want. You're able to change amongst those three. If you have more suggestions on what we should add, let me know. And next one is a pretty we label it as an experimental setting on the wallet. But if you only use dApps that allow you to connect to Phantom, you could use this connect as Phantom setting, enable it. It is disabled by default because, as we said, it is experimental. But it's pretty cool. If you are using a dApp that only supports Phantom, you can try out this feature. Try to connect as Phantom, and then Jupiter Wallet will pop up instead. And then whenever you sign transactions, whenever you approve transactions, Jupiter Wallet pop up instead. So that is a way to, somehow developers who are too lazy to support the wallet standard or too lazy to support Jupiter Wallet for some reason, you can try out this.
For some reason, yeah. There's a few incentivized lazy people out there, I will say. And also, nothing pisses off a dev than not meeting up to the standards.
Exactly. Yeah, and then other internal. Actually, this came from Xiong. The skip review setting. He just wants to ape tokens. Just want to buy. So if you want to swap in the wallet, if you want to send transactions in the wallet, there is a setting to skip the review step. You just press swap, and then it happens immediately. There's no need to review that. Yeah. Amazing. And the last one is a feature that we have launched since day one of our wallet, but we realized that nobody actually knows that it exists. Is that you are able to reorder your wallets. You simply hover over the wallet icon and you can reorder them however you like.
Moving back and forth. I think what's cool about this is that wallets in general have a pretty clear usage paradigm. People kind of know what they're doing from an extension wallet. What they really want is for it to be fast, low fees, and basically do all the things they need it to do. And with features like address book and these other things, they're small things, right? But they really bring it to kind of the parity of everything that you would need is directly in here. I saw somebody asking about NFTs. NFTs are in there as well. You can see your NFTs. And you can see your DeFi activity, which is not common in most others. You can see your activity, your regular activity, and your P&L, which again you can't see anywhere else. This is all stuff that's only in Jupiter Wallet. And then on the roadmap, sorry, go ahead. You had something else?
Yeah, something else. It's the only wallet on Solana to support all three hardware wallets, so including Ledger, Trezor, and Keystone. So, for example, some other wallets only support one. We support all three. And if you happen to be using a hardware wallet that we don't yet support, just scream at me.
I think that's how some of them got their support, was people yelling at you.
Yeah, just people yelling at me, just, hey, why is it not there, right?
Aaron responds very well to being yelled at by users.
Yeah, Cash does that all the time.
Not the same within the team, I don't think. No one in the team is brave enough to yell at Aaron, but in the world, he likes when the users yell at him.
Yeah, I mean, and like what Cash said, I genuinely think it's the fastest wallet on Solana. I just tweeted it this morning. Right? Just try it out. Try out any other wallets. Just try it out. Click Jupiter Wallet a few times. Click another wallet a few times. See how fast it responds. See how fast it pops.
I mean, you can feel the difference, especially if you're watching this call. If you are one of the, how many people are on this right now? 6,135 people, according to StreamYard, watching this call. You probably use Jupiter. I can promise you, it is the best way to use both Jupiter and anything else because the auto confirm is just so simple. You'll forget how annoying normal wallets are once you actually pivot to this.
Yeah,
and that's
not just the auto confirm. It's like even pressing the pop up, just looking at balances pop up. Because every time when you click on the wallet, how fast it's less than like 100 milliseconds. I actually did time it myself.
That's crazy. Yeah. So if you care about speed, and you should, if you care about features, and you should, this is the place to go. And that's not all. There's more still coming. What's up next?
Yeah, so that the real solution to hiding scam tokens is to burn them. So we're working on a native way to just burn tokens to reclaim your soul. So for example, if you start receiving a lot of scam tokens, hey, it's actually free money. Every time you burn your token, you get 40 cents back. It's pretty good money. Yeah. And then the next one is, go ahead.
It's both. It really works out well, like to clean out accounts. So like, especially if you, like me, get spammed with fake tokens all the time. I've been able to buy a pretty nice dinner from all the spam tokens that I've been able to burn. So I love the fact that this is coming in over here, and it's nice just to like tidy up your view. Just remember to be careful with what you're burning, of course, right? So this will be gated by the verified tokens. I assume only unverified tokens will be burnable. But you still want to be mindful just in case something hasn't been verified.
Exactly. We'll add some guidelines there, pointers. If it's worth more than 40 cents, we'll obviously warn you that you're burning away money. That could be swapped instead. Yeah. Cool. And then, basically unwrapping Repsol. I think this is it's quite a niche use case. Most Solana dApps nowadays, they no longer use Repsol, but hey, some people are, continue to be weird. So we shall accommodate.
That's what we do over here.
Yeah. And the last one, global search. So we are going to be adding the same search experience to Jupe.ag. You know how in Jupe.ag now, if you search for something, we give you a list of products and features that we have outside of just the basic tokens and just the basic NFTs or whatever. So for example, you could be searching about Jupeland, you could be searching about WET, for example, you could search about anything else, and we will show you. We're working on that as well. Yeah, so this is pretty much on the roadmap, 2 to 3 weeks from now, maybe, hopefully. Yeah. Pretty
good. I mean, we'll see. I know that there's an ongoing conversation in Slack that might require your attention in the next 7 days instead. But certainly, this is going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Folks, if none of this stuff shipped, Jupiter Wallet would still already be the best wallet for you to use by far. It's the fastest. It has features no one else has, like P&L. Profit and loss really matters. That's the kind of thing you think every wallet should just offer. Only Jupiter has got it. DeFi activity, the lowest possible fees if you're swapping within the wallet, mobile connect. So many good things, and now address book, token value filter, block explorer settings, and so much more, with even more coming.
And if you use DeFi, portfolio is the best, right? Amongst all the wallets out there, right? I don't know how we forgot to mention that, but it's literally the best. No doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. The best thing I can encourage you to do is just give it a try for like 3 days. Import another wallet, and then after 3 days, go back to the other wallet that you're using. No disrespect to any of them; they're all good products, but they're just not on the same level. You'll feel the difference very quickly. I can promise you that. The wallet is the best in general, says Johnny, and he is not wrong. And then Scarlett says, "Love that we're taking portfolio for granted already. Like slippage, we live in a wonderful world." That's true. They've been questioned for so long that it's become just second nature to all of us here, I guess. Okay, cool. Aaron, I know it's late. Thank you for staying up. Thank you for building what is the best wallet experience. If you are watching this and you're not yet using Jupiter Wallet, you're being a fool. There's no other way to put it. You're being a fool. Don't be a fool. Go use Jupiter Wallet. It is the best, certainly for WET, the ICO, as everything else. As Monique says, the best thing we can advise is just use Jupiter. That's right. Any last words, brother?
Nah, I mean, if you have any issues, you know who to shout at, guys. My name is right there. My Twitter handle is right there.
At Aaron CQL. Go give him a shout.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, brother. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, Aaron's the best. All right, cool. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about DTF, and to do so, we got the one and only Connor here. Now, Connor is well known in the deep DeFi circles and deep in the trenches. People know Connor. Hasn't been as public elsewhere. You heard him yesterday on the Twitter space that we did, and he's here again today. Drop a little JM, drop a little wet in the chat for my guy Connor. What's up, brother? Oh, fuck a keyboard. Get the keyboard wet too. There we go. How you doing, brother?
What's the forecast today?
Only one thing, man. It's wet every day.
Yeah, the weatherman said no umbrellas, no rain jackets. It's about to be a flood.
That's a fact. That is a fact. For people that don't know already, and if you're watching this again, you probably know, but we have decentralized token formation, the DTF Launchpad, dtf.jupe.ag just went live today. A brand new way to launch tokens that allows teams to raise and then to commit, to get pre-sales and commit actual capital from users, and then importantly, verify all allocations, everything on chain, transparent, the way that it should be. Somebody said, I thought you were pouring. I'll pour a little bit of water down too. Why not? Fuck, now my desk is going to be all wet. I did it anyway. For the love of the game. The first launch on the DTF Launchpad is going to be none other than Humidify. You definitely would have seen them all over the place already. The liquidity engine for internet capital markets and the DEX for DeFi 2.0. Connor, can you give people a little bit of a rundown on how much you guys are questioning? 40 to 50% of all Sol stablecoin DEX volume right now is going through Humidify. Is that right?
Something like that. I haven't seen a dry day in a while.
I mean, the charts speak for itself, is the truth over here. 40 to 50% of all Sol USD spot volume, double centralized exchanges at times.
Some pretty serious stuff going on.
That's crazy. That's just crazy. And then we have the actual wet presale. Before we talk about the presale dynamics, anything else you want to say about Humidify that people might not know or people are sleeping on?
Just let them sleep. Let them sleep.
Can we reveal who runs the Twitter page?
Depends on the post.
Depends on the post. Okay. All right. Well, we won't say anything else beyond that then. As you can tell, Connor's a mysterious man. You guys should listen to him on Validated. He had a killer appearance on Validated's podcast. That's where I first heard about it as well. But in any case, we got the wet presale here. What can you say about the wet list and some of the changes that have happened recently?
Well, basically, the trenches is dry and we're trying to make them more wet. So let's give them more wet. Like the thesis is simple. There are billions of people in the world, and they all need water. Billions will get wet.
That is true. Billions will get wet. Billions, technically born wet. We're like 80%.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, my desk is all covered in water now as well. But yeah, we're born wet, right?
Yeah, we were born wet. What's that?
How did who constitutes the wet list? What is the wet list?
Shout out all my veterans. Early contributors, Discord meme lords, wet Humidify users, and most importantly, Jupe stakers.
Jupe stakers can also be on the wet list. So you could be on the wet list and on the Jupe staking list. Is that right?
Yes, DTF.
Doubling down.
69.
People 69 mil, that's right. People who were sharp got into the Discord and basically got an extra way to make their allocation. Now, critically here, we talked about this on Twitter already. Heads up, the time has changed slightly based on a bunch of feedback from folks who needed the time to change. Apologies to those in Europe. I realize it's a little bit harder over there, but a little bit better for Asia, a little bit better for the West as well. 9 p.m. UTC today, December 3rd, is when the wet list presale starts. Critically, listen up. If you weren't paying attention, I'm asking you to listen right now. I'm looking at the count. It says 7,730 people on here. First come, first serve. Be there at 9 p.m. UTC sharp. Use a fast wallet. I'm talking Jupiter wallet, obviously. The allocation, 40 million wet, 4% of the overall supply is going to the wet list. Previously, yesterday when we talked about it, it was 6. That's now down to 4%. The sale price at the 50 million FDV mark, with a tiered purchase cap as well. Go ahead, bud.
Oh, no, I was just saying that's wet.
I could just get a little Connor soundboard. He just like, hey, what bud? That's wet. Don't be dry.
Do a quick lightning round, wet or dry.
Yeah. Wait, do you have options for what is wet or dry?
No, hit me with options.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, how spicy do you want to get?
Let's take it there.
You be careful when you don't play games with me, man. But all right.
Remember, if you cancel yourself first, they can't cancel you.
A wise man once said they hated Jesus too. So,
they really did.
That's true. That is true. All right. Let's go wet or dry. Let's say Binance. Is Binance wet or dry?
Tighter than Binance is very wet.
Tighter than Binance is wet, being as Binance itself maybe more on the
We'll,
the
we'll,
neutral
we'll see.
side,
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how wet Binance really wants to get.
yeah. Let's say oh yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if they
let's
really
say-
want to get wet, or if they just want to be moist.
Let's say prop AMMs on other chains. Wet or dry?
Where they at though?
People are chirping about them. I don't know. Are they not actually doing anything, huh?
Yeah, that's dry. They need some lotion. They need some lotion.
Let's say who's wetter, Meow or Siong?
Ooh,
Because they're both wet. That's obvious. But who's wetter?
man, I feel like different types of wet.
Mm.
Like I feel like Meow is more like splashy wet,
Yeah.
but Xiong is more like river wet, like flow wet.
It's not bad. That's not bad. How about Albert is great?
Ooh, Albert is wet.
Wet as fuck. Albert, I don't know who you are, but
Albert is wet.
people don't know. Go follow Albert is great over on Twitter. Albert is great.
Albert is wet today.
How about other people running prop AMMs that have opinions on wet?
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. You saw what's their face made one to announced one today, but once you realize who's actually building it, you realize that's a big dry.
Big try. All right.
Big dry.
Let's try
They-
one or two more.
Big ashy. Big ashy.
Let's try a few non-crypto ones. How about your boy Shane from Polymarket? I guess that is crypto, so
Yeah, he got a curly hair gang, wet.
wet as hell.
Yeah.
How about Sabrina Carpenter?
Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, that's pretty dry.
Pretty dry.
That's dry. Yeah. Send her some lotion.
Let's see. Who else is wet or dry? I think that might be Dubai. Wet or dry?
Dubai dry, but we're gonna make it wet.
There we go. And when are we making it wet?
Wait, we're making Abu Dhabi wet. Wet
Oh
day.
fuck, my bad. Yeah, Abu Dhabi. I'm in Dubai. So
Wait, let's get some of the comments. They should give us some options.
Yeah. Yo, throw some things. If you want to see if Connor thinks it's wet or dry, drop it in the comments here. For those of you who are just joining in, this is a brief interlude before we go back to talking about the token. But the vibes got to stay on top. Totally wet or dry.
Totally wet. We would not be here without Totally. So totally
All
wet. But that's
respect,
an
all
easy one. Come on.
Yeah. How about Trump? You want to get a little political out here?
It's not wet. Make America wet again. Shout out my wetterers.
We got Mert. Mert's pretty wet. I don't know if you know
Right, he got a wet head.
Mert's got a wet head.
Come on, let's do some non-Solana guys. Come on.
Yeah, non-Solana guys is better. See, some of these people are actually pretty cool. So like ICO Beast, I mean that's already out there. Elon wet?
Wet. You can't spell Elon without wet.
That's true. Actually, that's a fact. I'm not. I didn't do any spelling bees, but that does seem about right. Vitalik.
Oh, I feel like at one point in time he was wet, but then he got so dry. Like
Happens with age. It's happening.
Yeah.
For the record, I think Vitalik is wet as hell. Vitalik always going to be one of my goats. How about P. Diddy? Oof, this is a good one, Satchel. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one.
He wet in all the wrong ways.
So wet is not always a good thing.
He went in all the wrong.
All right, that's a good one to end on. Then let's go. Let's get back to the token shit. Then. All right, so Diddy wet in the wrong ways, as you heard. Okay, so going back to it, the wet pre-sale 9 p.m. UTC today. First come, first serve. Be there. 4% of the supply. That's a change. Now you might be asking yourself, "Hey, that was Cash Connor. That was at 6%. Now it's at 4%. What happened to the extra 2%?"
Oh, we gave it
Connor,
to the
what happened?
trenches. We gave it to the trenches.
The trenches in this case being number one, the Jupe stakers. The Jupe stakers are eating allocation increased due to just ridiculous demand. Quite honestly, that is the main reason. 3% of the total supply of wet now going to Jupe stakers on a first come first serve basis. So just because there's allocation here doesn't mean you'll get it unless you are quick on the dot. So you got to get onto it very quickly as well. People saying, "Wow, that's good." Is it 4 a.m. or is it 9 a.m. UTC? That is a good question.
It's always wet somewhere.
It's always wet somewhere. That's all you need to know. The timing right now on the slide says this, but I'm going to check because I think that there was a little bit of an update over on this one. Hopefully YK or somebody's in the chat and they can tell us exactly what's going on. All the sale timings will be announced as below. There we go. Okay, there it is. And then we have, this is the criteria. So time-weighted stake Jupe, right? Remember, this is a way to kind of reward those who've been loyal. So it's tracked since July this year. If you've been staking for longer, you'll get more allocation. First come, first serve over here, but then more people can actually get it, which is good. And then we have the public presale also going up because, again, just overwhelming demand basically over here. Now 3% of the supply going to the presale in the public as well here. Yeah. How you feel? What's the vibe that you're getting right now from around the world? Because I know you're a cosmopolitan guy. You're a global citizen. Where are you seeing the most interesting?
Asia loves wet. Like Asia loves wet.
I've been seeing some Chinese tweets coming out of the Humidify handle.
Yeah. Asia loves wet. I don't speak Chinese, but we speak in Chinese today.
I hear the Koreans big fans of wet. Is that true?
Co-veterans.
That's right. Some just asked, what if the public sale gets botted?
Oh, but guess what? It won't because it's DTF, and we built this shit so for you.
That's right. Bot protection, anti-sniper protection, all that shit is there to make the token sale better. It's a tricky time. Don't get it twisted. It's a difficult thing. But the Meteora team powering the underlying infrastructure there, incredible work.
That's why we built this DTF. Wet. That's right. 69.
As Kind Chiron says.
No Diddy.
Bots. Ash dry, says Kind Chiron. He's right. All right. I think DTF is beast mode. Just wait. It says my guy Johnny G. All right. This is pretty good. What else? Anything else that we can say about it? Any special shout outs that need to go out to folks here?
Man, shout out to our lawyer, Kathy. No one makes 23 look better. Shout out KV. Shout out Ben. Jacob. Today's Jacob's birthday. Shout out shout out Italo. Shout out Cash. Shout out YK. Shout out YK, the lawyers. They went crazy for DTF.
They did indeed. Shout out my guy Jerry, who I know has been super involved in this. There's a lot of people that have been out there. And if people, if you're not yet smart on Humidify, you still have time. There's still a few hours until the public presale begins just for the veterans. Jupe stakers the next day, public presale the following day. At the end of the public presale is when the token will go live. So remember, don't trade anything called wet today or tomorrow. They're probably going to be scams. Wait till you see that Jupiter verified. And in the meantime, enjoy the Twitter feed. There's a lot of great stuff on here. Oh, I should have asked you about Ford's Prop AMM.
Look at that. Ford Prop AMM is scary until you realize the Galaxy is building it.
Yo, listen, I got to open it. I like the Ford guys. I like the Galaxy guys. But I do think the fun thing is that this
Look at that blue eyes wet dragon.
Look at that. There it is. Oof. This is the rarest shit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and then look at the Knights of the Wet Table.
Motion pro traders and veterans. As you can see, I like this one. People that are not broke. I like that. There.
People that hate being broke too.
People that hate being broke.
People that listen to Future.
Shout out Future.
I think there's a couple other good ones.
Let's take a look. Let's keep scrolling through these. That one we're going to skip right past. That one we're going to skip right past. That one we're going to skip right past. I instantly regret sharing this. By the way, I'm a diplomatic, nice guy. I like the people across all that. Do not take Humidify's Twitter feed as any indication of my beliefs in these people. Caveats might be dry. I got friends out here taking shots right now that I do not support. But oh, what's this? Coinbase is getting wet.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. It's serious. It's serious.
Meow throwing up those W's.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, it's serious. Yeah. Wet timber. Oh, wait. What's that say? Wet timber.
Do you even know what this means?
No.
Tweeting shit without knowing it, wet or dry?
That's so wet.
This is the wettest. You got to be the massive amount of confidence. Here's something that's going to be wet as fuck. Let's Get Wet Humidify and Jupiter party over at Abu Dhabi, December 12th. Make sure you register and come in. What is the criteria to get into this, by the way?
You got to be a wettering. You have to have wet. You got to be
not
wet.
getting in without it. Not getting in without it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I think this has been a good and helpful section. So just to recap this here, wet or dry, Diddy wet in all the wrong ways. That's the number one takeaway you should take away from this segment. Second takeaway, changes in the allocation. The veterans list, the wet list preset will start in a few hours, dtf.jupe.ag. 4% going to the veterans. 3% going to the Jupe stakers. 3%, I can't do it. Is it 4% for the veterans, 3% for the stakers, 3% in the public sale? All of it is first come, first serve, folks. So you got to be there on time. Otherwise, you are going to miss out. 50 million, 69 million for the public sale.
And then remember, billions will get wet.
Billions will get wet.
We all need water. We all need water.
On a serious note, don't forget to go learn up on prop AMMs if you haven't already. One of the most interesting things that are happening on Solana right now. And if you don't want to, just enjoy the memes. The memes are very good. Go read the wet tokenomics. Go read the Humidify light paper over here and get to know much more about how this liquidity engine actually works. OIH says any allocation for the wider Solana ecosystem, that would be the pre-sale, or you can buy it on market. Obviously, most people are going to have to buy it on market. Let's just, let's call it what it is. That's just a fact. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Cash. Can we get a special shout out for Cash? Cash is wet as fuck.
Especially right now. My desk is covered. My arms are covered. I regret doing that. I feel like the chat did not appreciate me pouring water all over my desk. It was not worth it.
I did. Because I did the same thing.
That's the only thing that matters, man. I gotta keep up with you. That is the facts. Right. Wet coming up. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to Connor. Keep up the good stuff. We'll see you in a few hours, man. It's gonna be fun. Peace, buddy. Oof. Wet, man. Wet. That's what you need to know. December 3rd, pre-sale starting DTF, the first ever launch on DTF. Coinbase already. Coinbase is going to get wet. They're not the only ones. I can promise you that. That's going to be a very fun one. Can we read the white paper? Absolutely. You can read the light paper. It's over there on their Twitter at Humidify and learn more about how they actually work. Everyone wipe their desks. Scarlett. All right. I think that should be about it over there. The next section we're going to do, so that was a whole section on an alpha drop, quite honestly. The next section here is called alpha drop. We've been doing this back and forth in the past. It scares me every time. None of this is financial advice. Let me make that super clear. If you do anything I'm about to mention, you do so at your own risk, do your own research. But the point of this section is to kind of help people leave this call with a little bit of extra understanding that maybe they didn't have before. I'm not saying that you should do every strategy in here. I'm putting things on your radar so you can start to think a little bit about where that alpha might come from using Jupiter products. So please make clear, please, just to be super clear on that. So let's get into it. The first little alpha drop for folks right now on Jupiter Lend, this is true. You can get paid to borrow USDG. It's pretty crazy. If you are using Jito Sol as collateral, get 6.1% on that, and then you can get paid 2% on anything that you borrow on USDG. Pretty crazy. I had to bring this up. In fact, seeing this was the reason I wanted to do the alpha drop on this call, because this is crazy. It's nuts. Why is this actually happening, you might ask? Well, there's some incentives in play. Shout out to the USDG for putting those incentives in play, along with our other partners like Jito and many others. And those incentives are there to be taken, right? They're there to help get USDG into your hands. So you can borrow that USDG. I'll tell you a little secret. You can pop that right back into Jupiter Lend on the Earn tab and earn another like 6-ish, 7-ish% on it as well. This is not going to last forever, right? I don't want to mislead anybody and say as soon as more borrow demand comes in to this pool, these rates are going to change and you're going to start paying. So, this is not something to dump your life savings into and expect that you're going to get paid for it forever. That's not the case. But while there is opportunity, this is how people make money in crypto. You look for opportunities, you look for market dislocations, and you take advantage accordingly. So Jito Sol as collateral, standout LST. It's Jupe Sol for me, of course, but Jito Sol also great. Nothing but love for Jito. Jito Sol over here, USDG borrow, you get paid to borrow for a short time over there. That's crazy. So people are digging that. All right, that's good. The next little bit of alpha over here. On Jupiter, you can actually copy trade winners. Here's how you do it. If you go over to Pro, here, let me make this a little bit bigger. Well, that didn't make that much bigger at all. So I'm just going to bring myself back on. If you go over to Pro and then go to the Holders tab and then click on any of the addresses that are showing up there, what's actually really interesting is that it'll show you a full P&L for all of their trades. Pretty good to know, right? So what you can do is actually just go to any new token or any old token, look at some of the top holders and look at who's actually been the most profitable, and then see if that gives you any investment ideas yourself. Scarlett is saying I use this all the time. Scarlett is very smart. People should use it. Lucid Vein says, sheesh, that is true. Shout out to this guy. I don't know who this is, but he made 370K on Avicii, did well on a few MetaDAO projects, but you might be interested to see, hey, what else does he own? He's already sold all of his JP, for example, or his Judo Soul, or Judo Soul. Maybe he'll get something else. It's an easy way to start to find other tokens before folks see them. It works really well on established tokens. It also works really well on brand new tokens, because then you can see who's really in the trenches. What are they getting into? What are they buying? So this is a nice way to get alpha that I think not enough people actually know about, and you should know about it yourself. So go check this out. Narrator, it was cash. It was not cash. Let me be very clear on that. I don't have this much money, so it does not apply to me. All right, the next little alpha drop here. This one is advanced and risky, so full notice there. I almost didn't even include this because I was worried about people getting confused by it. But again, for the advanced folks, wanted to let people know that there might be an opportunity. Might be. You got to investigate this one yourself. On Jupiter Pro, if you go to Pro and then go to Stocks over here, so Pro and then Stocks, you'll see the stock screener. And we have a feature that no one else has. This is, again, where alpha comes from, is unique features, right? Only people that use Jupiter Pro would be able to see this, which is you can actually sort all of the stock tokens by their relative discount, right? That is the discount to the mark price that they're trading at on centralized venues like NASDAQ or NYSE. A lot of the time, you can imagine that these dislocations get bigger after hours, and there might be opportunities for these gaps to close. Now, I'm not saying that guaranteed 100% it will. Some of these have very low liquidity, right? So like GameStop is trading at a 112,000% discount, but it also only has $1 of liquidity over here, right? So it's like that's not a good one to go after. You'd probably want to look at ones that have somewhat deeper liquidity. But this right over here, gold is trading at a 2.53% discount, and it has 157K in liquidity. It's interesting to think, will this get closed or not? I don't know. If it will or not. I'm not telling you to buy anything. What I'm telling you is this is a place to hunt for alpha. Take a look at this, keep track of it, see what times of day do these gaps close, what times of days do they extend. There's probably some money to be made in doing this. You can try hedging on traditional venues and try to arb it. There's all sorts of things that you can do over here. The trading screener on Pro, nice little source of alpha. I will also say, speaking of kind of arbs, there's prediction market arbs to be had, right? You can trade prediction markets on Jupiter right now. Big shout out to the team that's been putting this together. There's more than 100 markets across different places. If there are markets on other areas, Polymarket or other younger prediction market offerings, there might be dislocations where for the same basic market, things are trading at different amounts. This is a really nice way to arb directly on Jupiter, since you can do it from your wallet anywhere in the world, super easy. It's a nice another place to look at. My hunch, prediction market traders are basically the new meme coin traders, in the sense that there is outsized alpha to be had if you take a serious approach to it rather than just kind of messing around with it. So people can do this. Sheesh. Molu's on the call. It says 7 for 7 on Jupiter prediction market arbs. Banger. Molu is also, by the way, one of the best follows in the Solana ecosystem if you actually want alpha like this on a regular basis. So you can go check his shit out over there. I think it's molu.soul, if I'm not mistaken. So another great place for people to look at it. And then finally, there is a revamped Pro tab on mobile. This is alpha because we haven't even announced this publicly, I don't think. But what you can see is that on every token, you can obviously see your position P&L, but just the design is cleaner, easier. And there's also a live feed here where you can see top tweets that relate to that token now. So it's a great way to actually see and understand what's going on across the token. Folks, that is the whole alpha drop. The amount of alpha being dropped here is unreal, says Burrito. Again, I just want to say very clearly, this is not financial advice. Do this stuff at your own risk. I'm trying to point you in directions for you to go do some research and see what you want. Jupiter, you can get paid to borrow USDG right now for a short time until that kind of equalizes. Keep that in mind. You can copy trade winners using Jupiter Pro. You can look at X stocks discounts using the Pro stock screener. You can arb price differences with prediction markets, and you can use Jupiter Mobile for even more alpha. Pretty good. And then get water is financial advice, says Western. That's right. Okay. every time I do this, like I said, I'm scared. Hopefully, if you enjoy this segment, drop a little W in the chat so that I know we should keep doing it, because it does make me nervous every time I do this that people are not going to dig it. As my guy, well, if Gurk and Bork and Emac and Squig the Pig and Skurs and AG and Minran and Mohammed and many others dig it, then we'll keep doing it. That seems obvious enough. Thank you very much to all of the people who enjoyed it. All right, last section of the day. Bringing on the homie. Going to need a little jam in the chat for this guy. He doesn't even need an introduction. Mr. Ali Cat himself. Ali, how you doing, brother?
I'm living a dream, brother.
That's what I like to hear. I see
you know where I've been like the last 12 hours, so we don't even need to discuss it. And I'm here. I made it in one piece somehow or another.
Survived. Interesting. And yes, Ali Cat, I think you were away. DJ Sims subsidy is approved. If you don't mind approving it on my behalf, I vouch for DJ Sims.
I'll be honest with you. I got like 74 DMs from DJ Sims, and I've been communicating with him, and I love him to death. And just a little patience, brother. I mean, honestly, Cash, the process is different than it was last year. Last year was just like, boom, you applied. And that was it. I mean, we're taking a little bit more into account this year. Honestly, there's stakeholders who think that just because they're not involved in the community or whatnot, that they wouldn't get approved. That's not the case. We're taking everybody into account this year. Power users, community members, everyone possible. So, yeah, DJ, you might be round 2, but now since the chief has given the okay, round 1, AG,
AG's not here as well. The bullying, cyberbullying works. That's the one thing
cyberbullying. I can't, but now you know what's going to happen now though, Cash, because you did that. Now everybody's going to hit you up and say, yo, Ali has not approved my I'm not doing the subsidies, by the way. There was a special internal team handling these subsidies, and I just review at the end and make recommendations. Oh, Sims. Oh, boy. Wait till I see you in person, bro. Oh, my goodness. But it's cool. So, listen, if everybody wants a subsidy, please, do your own research. Don't take my advice on this. Just buy like 50,000 Jupe right now. Then fill out the subsidy form. Say that you own 50,000 Jupe. Drop your wallet address in. Or the internal team will verify it. And you got a much better chance. So, Cash, I don't know if you love me or hate me for that one, but I think that's pretty good advice, no?
I think it's good. I think a great way to make sure that you get a subsidy is to contribute in some fashion, right? So either you're contributing your time, your energy to actually level up other people, help onboard them to DeFi. You're helping push forward Jupiter as a whole because you use the products very deeply and evangelize them. You're a big token holder who's given lots of good feedback. That is the way to get through it. Like really, the point of this community conference is for the users and the people who actually push things forward to come. Right? We want actual contributors. And so you're going to see it'll be a little bit different. Last year was a lot more, and last year was obviously legendary time. Slightly different approach, slightly different process. Here we're focused a little bit more on users, token holders, partners, stakeholders, and so forth. So that is the idea. The subsidy, Vitalia, is that we will help. We know that going to Kuala Lumpur is not easy for people. It's far away, and some people have day jobs or financial restrictions that make it difficult for them to travel. So subsidy is our way of saying like, hey, we got you. We'll cover the flight, maybe a little bit of the hotel, depending on where you're flying from. And so we kind of ease that financial burden for people that have really been adding a lot of value back into the community.
The best part is if I really wanted to be great, I would drop the subsidy link here. But you know what? No. You go to the Discord channel. You go to Discord, Jupiter Discord. You go to the Catlumpurr channel that was created. And if you really want the subsidy form, you will find it in there, I promise. But that's the way this is going to get done in the beginning. Go join your community members in Discord, Catlumpurr channel, say hello, and that's where you will find the subsidy form.
There you go. Go find it over there, folks. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about Catlumpurr itself. Tell the people, what is the kind of schedule over here looking like?
I don't know. I have a big problem, Cash.
What's that?
Every day that passes, I find myself turning into Ali Catlumpurr more and more every day. First, I had the glasses that you thought were sunglasses, which are not. Then I ended up with a big cat last night somehow, and I ended up with like a Catlumpurr jacket. You see that? Unbelievable. I can't believe how I ended up with this thing. But
Versace jacket as well, by the way.
yeah. I heard that. Who was it last year? Oh, I'm not mentioning no names, but I heard there was some dripped people out there, and I don't know. I'm turning into this character every day, and I'm just before you know it, I'm going to be living in Kuala Lumpur, and we're just gonna rock with this. But all right.
But yeah, so what does the agenda look like here? In addition to your luscious drip over here.
Okay. Well, the first thing is that we are less than 60 days out, which is amazing. 59 days out. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, as you know. But we are trying to make this, I'm not going to say the word bigger or better, because last year you cannot ever compare to a first-time event, but we are changing it up a little bit. I mean, we're not going to be doing the average conference or whatnot. It's going to be at a crazy, crazy event center that was just newly constructed. I don't even think tens of millions. I think 100 million plus. We almost lost the event center to Louis Vuitton, who wanted to have, yes, it's true. They wanted to have their winter show for the first 2 months of the grand opening. Deal fell through. We jumped in there and we got it. Hennessy actually had it the opening night for a grand opening, if you guys want to take a look online. And it's just an amazing complex. We got a space that's 50,000 square feet. For some of you guys know that a football field is 100 yards wide. The LED screen in this place for the main event for you is 50 yards wide. 17,000 pixels.
That's too many pixels.
Bro, too many pixels. You know what this means for Mina? Unbelievable. That upgrade the software, this and that, hand drawn now, 17,000 pixels. She's losing her mind on it. Every building has to be drawn out individually. But it's great. January 30th is going to be the pre-event day, which is going to be for the community. We're going to have some banger events that we're still planning on. Shout out to Sinyi. Shout out to Tony Licious, Ben Liu, Dionis, AG, Mina. I know I'm missing somebody for sure. Oh, Chef. Chef's been unbelievable. Viet. We're just rocking together like a team and doing what we can. So Ray, it's been awesome. So the day before, just to put it out there, probably a nice big workout session in the morning, professional workout session for the men. Hopefully, Meow's going to show up. You guys are going to have like a bench press battle, he told me last night.
You guys in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, that's definitely not happening.
He didn't say bench. He did say bench press. This is his idea.
I've been bench press since I joined this company. I haven't been to the gym since I joined this company.
I hear that.
So I definitely will not be doing that.
Sinyi this morning was like, hey, you're going to take care of the venue, right? I'm like, I'm in New York. And there's no way I'm going anywhere near any gym equipment. So you got this one, Sinyi? You got this
Yes,
one?
I nominate Tony to do my push-ups instead.
All right, we're going to do that. So morning session, we're going to be having a professional workout for the ladies. There's going to be behind closed doors yoga session, and I believe that there might be a special edition Pilates session which is going to be taught by a professional Pilates teacher named Lenny.
Oh, nice.
I was like, what?
That's great.
I couldn't believe this. And she's like, volunteering, I want to do it. So just ladies, beware. You might have an appearance by like Satchella or somebody trying to sneak in there. We don't want to. Just be on the lookout. Mid-afternoon for cash, pickleball tournament.
Paddle
and pickle. It's paddle and pickle. I know you played a real deal. But it's like a mixture of everything. So, hey.
It'll be fun. I'll be there no matter what it is.
They'll be there. There'll be custom Jupiter jerseys there, awards. It'll be fun. It'll be a little bit of a tournament. And then figure around 4 p.m. And all of this obviously is TBD, but to the races. to the go-kart races. We go Jupiverse tournament, trucker hats, merch, trophies, and then we'll see if we'll have something a little bit more private in the evening.
What is hashtag WHICSIC?
If you know, you know. It is
Wixic?
Cash. You really do. If you don't know this, then I'm going to have to leave it for you to figure it out. Just look at the next line. What do you think it is?
A kissing booth?
Cash. What happened? What happens in Catlumpurr?
Oh, what happens in Catlumpurr stays in Catlumpurr.
I mean, nightlife capital. Forget it. I just looked at the TripAdvisor list, and they are like the second most trending destination in the world right now to visit.
KL is great. People dramatically underrate KL. It is awesome. I absolutely love it. Oh, and then what do we have here?
Oh, so this was. I'm going to take credit for this one. I don't take credit for anything, but this one, you guys had like this PFP creator for the vote in March of new logo versus old logo.
Did yes.
So we brainstorm. I reach out to YY. I'm like, hey, can you redo this so we could use it for approved badges? He's like, no, because Hing took care of that. Yeah, I reach out to Hing. Shout out to Hing on the team. 24 hours, bam, switched it up. Mina put some new badges together, and now when you go, this is really supposed to be when you get approved by Luma. You go in there, but since it's already publicly all over the world, if you really want to fake the funk and create your own, badge that you're going to Catlumpurr, we will find out. So I would advise you just to go to Luma, register for the event, do the process the right way, and get your badge that way, and then you're the real deal.
There you go. Should be fun, people. Wait till you're on the Luma, or Alley Cat will find you.
We will find you, and then post it on social media. Everybody that gets one, there's the process. So right now, grab your cam or grab your phone right now, screenshot that QR code, register now in Luma. You're going to be taken through, some questions. What size shirt you want? What do you do? How are you involved in the Jupiverse? And then we'll take it from there. We have 700 RSVPs. Okay. You just announced this last Wednesday, right?
It's still nearly 2 months away.
2 months away, 700 RSVPs. We've approved 200. Yes, we are taking this approval process seriously. You do have to leave a small deposit. 600 subsidy applications. 700. Is it more than 700? KC, aka you should really be WTP on your PFP image. Yeah, perfect. So I think 700 is a good number for 1 week. If we keep that going,
I mean, hopefully not 700 every week. That'd be a little bit too many. But yeah, this is going to be. Listen, folks, you're going to get one of a kind experience. People remember Catstanbul. Please come to Catlumpurr. It's going to be a blast. Southeast Asia is awesome. I know it's further if you're based in the West, but it is going to be very much worth it. You just heard all the fun things that are going to be happening. This is where communities are born. And I can tell you, just even looking at people in the chat, the folks who kind of survived the bear market till here, who kind of feel like they're learning and getting better, those are people that kind of see the in real life community oftentimes. Alley Cat, anything else you want to say about Catlumpurr before we?
I mean, Cash, you were at Jupe Aggregate, right? You know that I planned that one. I worked. We had a Planetary call on there. We had golf. I mean, so if I have a budget that's like 10 times the amount now, you know that I'm going to try and make this like the sickest thing ever with the team. So, guys, sign up for it. We'll help you out in whichever way you need. We would love to see you there. The products are going to be amazing that'll be showcased over there. You might get some sneak peeks at testing some of the best stuff that's going to be coming out in crypto on site. Meet the team members there. Meet the community. It's just going to be a banger.
Absolutely. Big facts only. Alley Cat, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for all the good work. Big shout out as well. I know Sinyi has been incredibly helpful here. Tony's been incredibly helpful. AG, Ben Liu, and many others. So very much team effort. Love to see it. Thanks, brother.
Talk to you soon.
Bye. Well, folks, I don't know. You tell me. Was this a fun one? I think it was a fun one. I think it worked pretty well. The major things over here, bunch of updates this weekend, this fortnight in the Jupiverse. Jupe stakers increased allocation in Jupiary 2026 to 60 million, the same 15% that we had last year. 30 million up front, 30 million in the bonus pool. We got to hear about the wallet extension and how it's getting even better. My God, it's so goddamn good. You got Connor up from Humidify, a character and a half. We went through Wet or Dry, talked about the new changes. Remember, the changes to Wet and the pre-sales here are important. 4% now for the veterans, 3% for Jupe stakers. Hell yeah. 3% in the public sale is the new change, and a new time. It's going to be starting in a few hours. First come, first serve. So it does matter that you are there on time. Otherwise, you'll be able to buy it, I believe, on Friday or so. Stay tuned for official announcements on that one. And then, of course, we had Alpha Drop. We had Alley Cat. This was a fun one, huh? I think this was pretty good. If you missed any of it, if you came late, please do follow @Marino on chain. Marino does the best wrap-ups of all of these planetary calls. Always a pleasure. We would love to see it. Thank you all very much. And I will tell you this. Sorry. The V's asked, Cash, when will the new allocation numbers be reflected on the DTF page? I think in the next 2 hours or so. It'll be before the launch, obviously, but give them a little bit of time. The devs are cooking right now. So be careful over there. All right, everybody. Thank you all very much. You don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here. Goodbye, everybody.